Hi, everybody. Hope you're doing great. So, I'm not having a wonderful day, to be honest with you. I've got my laptop a little bit weird lighting. Um, yeah, I have days with the cancer that just sort of wipe me out early, or I could even wake up like crap. I had a good morning, but then the afternoon I just started going a little farther downhill. I don't feel so bad to not film, but I had a couple of questions that I was asked, and I thought maybe I will at least address one of them today. So let's see. Oh, my mouse is over there, but okay, whatever. Quaker Nana says, Francine, please talk about what you're looking forward to in the afterlife, your afterlife. Thank you and blessings. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that she asked this on my cancer channel, which is Francine's Cancer Journey. But might be more appropriate to answer on this channel, because my afterlife is certainly a different vision than other people's afterlife. And I think we all have our own afterlife, don't we? I mean, we're all gonna have similar experiences, but everybody kind of sees that differently. And mine is a little different, just my perspectives and my teachings. But it's still almost unimaginable. I mean, we always see it as being perfect. Unless you're worried that you're going to hell. And my idea of hell is already on earth. If this ain't hell, I don't know what is, really. But we're here to learn and grow, right? Well, there's no doubt I'm on the last chapter of my life. And that's okay. It didn't take me very long to accept, actually. We don't know how many pages are actually in that chapter. But I make every day count, and that's my motto. But when that time comes, well, it'll be beautiful. I am not afraid of death at all. I'm afraid of dying. Who wants to go through that pain? Everybody wants to go in their sleep. That's great. But we don't want that for everybody else. In other words, I would want, if Chris passed before me, in other words, I would want him to go in his sleep. Didn't feel anything. For me, that's awful because I didn't get to say goodbye and there was no preparation. But nobody wants to watch anybody suffer either. So it's all sort of a give and take. But fast forward through the death, and I think what I'm looking forward to most is seeing my mom. I would say she was most definitely one of my soulmates, and probably the strongest one. I believe we have several soulmates, and I'm looking forward to seeing my grandmom and other loved ones I've lost, people that I've lost that were friends. And the older you get, the bigger this group becomes. I'm also looking forward to seeing my pets. And I think going through the review process, I'm not taking home a lot of regrets. I feel like I made my life count in a lot of ways. So I feel I can leave a lot of those behind. But I don't see it necessarily as the man in the clouds and all that, but I do see it as being beautiful. I just see light and like sunshine. And there's just nothing here on earth. Not even a metaphor, not an analogy, not it could be a little like this or that. I don't think there's anything in our perspective that can prepare us for it. But that's okay. I'm not scared of it. I'm looking forward to it so much. And when you know that you're getting there, I think that it becomes even more so that you're ready to embrace it. But I'm also of the mindset that I've done a lot of communication with the other side and things that they have told me. And even those who have had very challenging lives here on earth that are healed. So the few regrets that I'm going to take, I will heal. The relationships, like with my father, I had an awful relationship with, and we were estranged, and he was an abusive person. I'm looking forward, not necessarily seeing him, but mending that fence, because those are pains that we carry around with us our entire lives. And from what I've learned, every fence gets mended on the other side. No matter how far you drag that heartache, it will disappear. And I'm looking forward to that. And you might feel like you have forgiven people and you have, moved on, but there's always these remnants. And I want to be cleared of that. So that has to happen when you get to the other side. Everybody has apologies to make, but I believe when we get to that other side, that is not held in the same regard. That is not like everything gets balanced. It's like all of a sudden, that's not really important. That was part of the ego, and the ego is no more. So now we're just all pure spirit. Maybe we have to just go through that review process, make apologies, and we just move on. I believe in an eternal life, but I also believe in reincarnation, that we're always going to exist. And if I'm wrong, I won't be disappointed because I won't know that because I won't exist. But I believe, and I look forward to it. But eternal life to me doesn't mean that you can't come back here or that you can't go somewhere else. Honestly, I don't know that I would want to come back here. The way things are going, the hell's going to be left between the climate changes, and I don't know what there will be left to be here for. But I do believe there's other places. I just can't imagine that this little speck in this little universe is the only thing. That's crazy. I just hope those places are better. I wasn't happy about this one. So I will give it my Yelp review on the way out. Okay, just going to keep it short, and I'll do another question soon. And thanks for being here. And leave your comments. I'd like to know how you feel about the afterlife and what you're looking most forward to, or who you're most looking forward to seeing. I can't wait to have that hug from my mom. I know I have to wait, but that keeps me going, just knowing that's coming. All right, you have a great day, great evening, wherever you are. Feel blessed. Bye.